Hello guys, this is Desolacer and welcome to my first video guide. In this video I will talk about the Demon Hunter build Armageddon. I posted this build a while ago on the Diablo fans and I think it's time to make a video guide about this build. So what is this build all about? The Armageddon build is a pure farming build. The positive aspects of the build are super fast rifting on Torment 1 to 5 depending on your equipment. Super fast bounty farming on up to Torment 6. It's one of the most efficient farming builds without playing on Torment 6 and it's hardcore viable. The negative aspects are: there are a lot of in-game effects, which means it's not recommended for bad computers or bad connections. It's only effective when playing solo, playing with other demon hunters with the same build, or with the new charge barbarian in 2.1.2. The build requires both Dynata crossbows to permanently vault and 4 pieces of the Natalia's set to spam Rain of Vengeance as much as possible. Next requirement are the following legendary gems. First, the Pain Enhancer. This gem will give you an insane damage bonus because it also scales with physical damage and procs from Rain of Vengeance and always from our vault. We don't care about the rank 25 bonus because attack speed is useless with the build, but we need the bleeding damage, so upgrade this gem as high as possible. Second, Bane of the Powerful. I think it speaks for itself. 15% elite damage when reaching rank 25 and 20% more damage after killing an elite pack is really good. Third gem, Gem of Toxic, Taeguk, Wreath of Lightning. This one is your choice. Gem of Toxic gives us 10% more damage overall and a nice damage over time. Taeguk is a really active gem and stacks every time we use Vault. If you use Taeguk, you don't have much time to pick up items, but should be the strongest third gem if you can keep up the stacks. Wreath of Lightning gives us additional vaulting speed if it procs, because movement speed increases the speed of our vaulting animation, and we got additional burst damage. I myself tested all 3 gems and the results are pretty much the same, so it's your choice. All other items, shoulders, amulet, second ring, braces, gloves, belt and pants are free to choose, but I really recommend to use the following parts. Shoulders. I always used homing pads to teleport to town whenever I want and not getting interrupted. You can also choose any other shoulders if you don't care about getting interrupted when teleporting. Amulet. The best amulet is the Hellfire amulet for sure, because we can get 1 additional passive skill. The Flavor of Time is the second best amulet, because we can get 5 properties on this amulet instead of 4. The second ring. The best second ring for this build is the Stone of Jordan, because we can get additional elemental damage and elite damage. Braces. To play this build efficiently, I would recommend to use the Nemesis Braces, because we can summon an elite pack whenever we activate a shrine without wasting time on changing braces. If you don't care about additional elite packs at shrines, you can also choose the Warzeshian Arm Guards for additional speed, or Strong Arm Braces for additional damage after knocking back enemies, which will always happen if you vault through enemies because of the Dynata's Revenge bonus. Gloves. For gloves I recommend the Gloves of Worship, because we have a really high speed on clearing rifts. We can have almost every shrine active. Empowered Shrine lowers our cooldown by 50% and resource cost by 50%, which is insane with this build. Also the Fleeting Shrine for additional vaulting speed is really awesome. Belt. I recommend to use the Harrington Waist Guard, because it upgrades our damage for several seconds. And if you have a good eye for clickable objectives, you can almost keep up the damage bonus. It's also very strong if you can have the damage bonus for the Rift boss. Else you can use Witching Aura for additional critical hit damage. Pants. I really recommend to use the Hexing Pants, because we are constantly vaulting around, which means we can keep up the damage bonus and resource gain from the Hexing Pants. So for the weapons, our damage comes from the main hand weapon, which means our main hand Dynatas needs as high damage as possible. Our second Danatas doesn't need any damage, which means we can focus on getting dexterity, cooldown reduction, resource cost reduction and hatred generation on the second weapon, like this one. For the Paragon point priority we can go on maximum hatred, then cap movement speed until we have the maximum of 25%, and then dexterity. At offense we can go on critical hit chance first, then cooldown reduction, then critical hit damage, and then attack speed. Defense: all resistance, armor, life percent, and life regeneration. Utility: resource cost reduction, area damage, life per hit, and gold find. So how are we playing this build? I just show you how I am playing this. Hold down the button for vault. Hold down the shift button. Click the Rain of Vengeance button whenever it's ready. Use Fan of Knives on the league packs or bosses. Use Vengeance whenever it's ready. Use Wolf Companion whenever it's ready. And use Preparation when you are on low hatred.